Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, guys? Sergeant Moose here, and today we're playing a brand new asymmetrical 4v1 game called Propnight. Now, since the game's been released, I've been uploading consistent gameplay to my channel to kind of showcase the game a little bit, and some of you may be wondering, what is he playing? Why is he uploading this? This is different. Some of you may have not even heard of this game. Again, it's brand new. I played a little bit of the beta that was released a few months ago, and just about, I'd say 2 weeks ago, the full game got its release. And the reason this is so significant to me and my channel is because I'm a massive fan of asymmetrical games. Obviously, we've been covering Predator Hunting Grounds for the past 2 years, and previously before that, Dead by Daylight, and we'll get into that as well. Alright guys, so the reason I want to mention Dead by Daylight is because this game has some very, very similar mechanics to Dead by Daylight. If you were to compare this game to literally any other game in the asymmetrical genre, it would certainly, by a mile, be Dead by Daylight. Now, since Dead by Daylight's conception, it has become insanely popular. It is by far the most popular asymmetrical game of all time. It's been building traction, and it's only getting better as time goes on. Now, many games in the past have tried to compete with Dead by Daylight, including last year, amongst other games, and unfortunately, it didn't work out for them because the core gameplay and the model of the game just didn't stack up to where the developers wanted to be with the game, and people didn't really have much interest, so they went back to Dead by Daylight. So with that said, I want to talk a little bit about Propnight, what this game's about, how you win on both sides as both the survivor and killer. So I just wanted to mention, guys, my channel has basically revolved around Predator Hunting Grounds for the past 2 years. That's kind of what my channel has been built up to be. However, I've always modeled my channel as a variety channel. I'm a massive horror fan. I love asymmetrical games. So, I think I've finally found the game that I really want to cover on my channel. I want to bring a lot of content for this game because it is brand new. I like to get my foot in the door early with games that I really enjoy, and I think this one has a ton of potential as long, of course, as the developers decide to keep up on this game and keep it going. But we'll get into that in a bit too. So, essentially, what the deal is here with Propnight, as you can see here on the screen, we're playing as Killer. This is the Banshee. Now, as you can see on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, the Banshee has 3 abilities. This also goes for every other killer. For her particular abilities, what I just did with the prop machine there is I cursed it. You can curse the machines, making the skill checks harder to complete. Also, they will come in faster. So, with the E button there on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, that is a scream that she lets out that's kind of like an AoE effect. So, if somebody's in a prop, the scream will reveal them, also injure them if they're in the vicinity. Now, as for the third ability there on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, that is a kind of a super speed ability with a cooldown. As you can see, the timer is going up. It'll go up to 100. When you use it, you will go into cooldown for a bit. As you can see, it's rapidly going down now, and then I have to wait for it to build back up again. So, a really good model here for the Banshee. Actually, I think she may be my main character in this game because I've played all the killers now, and I really, really enjoy Banshee. So now that we kind of have the core killer mechanics out of the way, what exactly is going on here? What do we have to do? So, when the match starts up, guys, just if you're familiar with Dead by Daylight, you'll resonate very, very well with what I'm about to mention. When the match starts up, the survivors have an objective. They have to complete 5 prop machines, as you can see right here on the screen. Pretty much the same exact thing as generators in Dead by Daylight. There will be a bar that goes up on them. It's going to take a little while to complete them. There's going to be skill checks in between. If they miss a skill check, the killer will be notified of where they're at and what machine they're working on, which obviously is bad. So, the objective for the survivors is to complete 5 of these prop machines. There's a total of 7 on the map, just like Dead by Daylight. And then they will be able to unlock the exit gates and escape. Again, just like Dead by Daylight. So, as the killer, what are we supposed to do? Obviously, we're supposed to kill them all before they have the chance to escape. Now, the interesting mechanic of this game, which is why I believe this game has the potential to go very, very far, is because as opposed to the chase mechanics in Dead by Daylight, where you're looping the killer, you're vaulting windows, you're dropping pallets on the killer, stunning them to gain distance and hide. This game is a bit different. So, as the survivor, you can take control of pretty much anything on the map, almost everything. As a prop, you can jump around, you can double jump with the props to gain distance and hide and get away from the killer. This is why I think this game is going to be amazing and it's going to go far. This is a mixture of Prophunt and Dead by Daylight, and the mechanic of escaping the killer and getting away from the killer is just absolutely brilliant, in my opinion. Now, the game does need to be polished quite a bit. I will mention that this is a full released game. This is not an early access anymore. However, the developers have been releasing continuous patches. They're aware of the issues. They're working on it. As you can see in this game, when I pick up survivors here, there's a bug where the survivor's not on my shoulder. It's down at my feet. But little things like that really don't concern me because I know that they're going to be patched in the future. So as the survivor, obviously they have to complete the prop machines, they have to escape, but what can they do to kind of improve their chances? Obviously they have a big bad killer coming after them. They're not just going to be able to take control of props the whole time and complete objectives. They're going to have a few more tools at their disposal. So each survivor, there's currently 5 in the game, come with their own unique perk. Now a survivor can hold up to 3 perks. However, the perks are sort of RNG, as they can only be found in chests on the map upon receiving 1,000 coins. So how do they receive the coins? By completing skill checks, completing generators, getting people out of chairs, which is essentially your hooks like in Dead by Daylight, things like that. And once you accumulate 1,000 points, you can go to a chest and you can unlock a random perk. So there's things like medkits. If you get hit, you go down. Or if you gain some distance, you're hit from the killer, you can go ahead and heal up. There is a camera, which sort of works the same exact way as a flashlight in Dead by Daylight. You can blind and stun the killer, so if he's carrying somebody, getting ready to put them in a chair, you can stun them, blind them with the camera. They'll drop the survivor. There's also an invisibility book that Mabel has exclusive to her. She can go invisible for a few minutes. There's an energy drink that you can drink to make you have a kind of like a sprint burst, a speed boost for a while from the killer. Things like that. A lot of cool perks that can be found in chests. So, you're not going to be able to start with a complete loadout like you would in Dead by Daylight. You're going to have to find these items in the map. But each survivor starts with one unique perk to themselves that they can use. So, with that said, guys, there's a lot of tools at the disposal and also a lot of ways to stun the killer. There's doors pretty much on every map that if the killer's chasing you, kind of like how a pallet works in Dead by Daylight, you can slam the door in their face. They'll get stunned for a bit, and then you can continue to run away, jump in a prop, hide, things like that. Also, if the killer is carrying a survivor like this, you can jump as a prop, try to jump on the killer's head and stun them in the prop, and they will proceed to drop the survivor. So as you can see, I just got stunned by a door right there, guys. It kicked me back. It knocked me, it made me still there for a few moments, so I lost the survivors. Things like that, if a team's working together, will help them win the game. So again, guys, that is pretty much this game in a nutshell. I'm not going to make this video too long. We're going to be uploading more Propnight videos, but that's pretty much the game in a nutshell. 4v1 asymmetrical game. I believe this game has a ton of potential. I can't wait to see what is in store for the future. Now, what I do want to say is I want to see a way more in-depth progression system. Pretty much an incentive for winning and keep playing, things like that. I do want to see a really good progression system in this game. I think if they can pull that off, this game will go very, very far. So with that said, guys, this game is currently only on PC. I have it on Steam. I don't know if it's going to be on consoles, but I think if this game has success, much like Dead by Daylight, this game will eventually come to consoles. I would think it has to, because it can become a very popular game and a driving force in the asymmetrical community. So with that said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Propnight. I'm going to be playing a lot more of this on my channel. I hope you guys enjoy it because I really love this game. We're going to be breaking down different survivors, different killers, things like that. talking a lot more about this game in the future. So with that said, if you guys enjoyed the video, please feel free to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. This is Propnight. My name's Sergeant Moose. Thanks for stopping by, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.